Good morning, children. Now, coming to the next session of soil, conservation of soil. Observe the slide. What you have observed in this slide? Yes, right. Soil is very important natural resource, and nature took millions of years to form soil, so we should protect soil from its erosion. The protection of soil from its erosion is called conservation of soil. Now, to conserve soil, what we need to do? First and foremost thing is afforestation or reforestation. What is mean by afforestation? Growing trees on large scale is called afforestation. If trees have to be cut down from the forests, trees have to be cut from the forest for various needs, then a new tree should be planted in place of cut trees. So if you cut one tree, you need to plant 10 saplings. This is afforestation. Now, afforestation in this process is the process of introducing trees and tree seedlings to an area that has previously not been forested. Afforestation can be done through tree planting and seeding, naturally or artificially. Reforestation is the alteration of a non-forested area to a forested area through planting and seeding. In this way, number of trees will be planted. Planting grasses on hillsides also helps to stop water from carrying away soil. Now next, growing plants in farmlands. When the land is not being used for farming, it's good to grow grass or some other plants to bind the soil particles together, which help to prevent soil erosion. So farmers grow seasonal vegetables and pulses to protect the soil until next crop is planted. Growing bushes or trees along the edges of farmland reduces soil erosion by reducing the speed of wind. So, land should be used judiciously so that land able to be used for farming in future, which is called as cultivable land. Farmland, meanwhile, is used variously in reference to all agricultural land to all cultivable land are just the newly restricted sense of arable land. Next is avoid So, overgrazing. We should take care that the grazing animals are not allowed to graze on the same land for continuously and for a long time. Overgrazing occurs when plants are exposed to intensive grazing for extended periods of time or without sufficient recovery periods. It can be caused by either livestock in poorly managed agricultural applications, game reserves, and nature reserves. So, this picture is showing the grazing of overgrazing of animals. Then embankment. Construction of embankments also prevents soil erosion. Running water washes away a large portion of the fertile topsoil during floods. So, if strong embankments are constructed on both sides of a river or a stream, it would help to prevent flooding of water in the adjoining fields and checks the soil erosion. So, what is actually an embankment? It's a thick wall of earth that is built to carry road or railway over an area of low ground or to prevent water from a river or from a sea flooding the area. Terrace forming. Terrace forming is a method of forming whereby steps known as terraces are built onto the slopes of hills and mountains. When it rains, instead of rain carrying away soil, nutrients, and plants down the slope, they flow to the next terrace. So, on hilly slopes, the flow of rainwater is very rapid. So, it carries away lot of fertile topsoil. Forming is done by cutting steps in the hills. This method is called step forming or terrace forming. This reduces the speed of water as it flows down and therefore reduces the soil erosion. Also, the soil eroded from one step is deposited on the next step. This further reduces the loss of fertile topsoil. So these are the different methods, that is afforestation, reforestation, growing plants in farmlands, avoiding overgrazing, construction of embankments, step forming or terrace forming are the most important steps to be taken to prevent soil erosion, that is to conserve soil. So these are the methods of conservation of soil. So protection of soil from erosion is called as conservation of soil. Thank you.